Hi, I'm Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. This is a daily energy update, and we will be doing a free reading. So, if you're watching this after we clip out the general reading, so if you're watching this after, you're always welcome to join us for one of our lives, and maybe you can get a free reading too. So, with that being said, we are going to get into the general energy update for the next 24 to 48 hours. Are you ready? So you said she's ready. So we are ready to begin. We are using the Wisdom of the Oracle from Colette Baron Reed today. Okay, and we get the first card is the card of the building blocks. The second card is the card of clean it up. And the third card we get is the card of chop wood. So it looks like this next 24 hours is about cleaning up your energy and doing the work, because the time is now TikTok. So are you ready to work on the energy now? She said now is the time. She's been telling us that, really strongly. We're getting ready to go through a portal with the 1111 coming up. So are you ready for a new portal? She said we're gonna hop over real quick and make sure. Okay, we're good. She's like, just wanted to check. So we are gonna just do a general energy update now. So the current energy is the Emperor, about stability. Knowing what you want, being secure in that. That is crossed by the the Page of Wands, which is about, are you ready to take the steps forward to do that at this time? Are you saying what you want? Are you creating your own reality? Are you doing the work of that? Are you, sometimes we say we want something and don't realize that we are actually blocking that at the very same time. The foundation is the Six of Wands, which is about victory. That, because she said, victory is always assured. If it hasn't worked out, it's just because it's not done. The recent past is the Page of Swords. So sometimes that's about not receiving the message, or really pulling your own energy back and being focused somewhere else, and having a lot of new inspiration when you do that. The headspace is the Nine of Pentacles, or the Nine of Cups. So personal wish fulfillment. What is going to make you happy? Have you been doing the work on figuring out and doing that focus of what makes me happy? One of the Dave has a little sign now in his office that says, "Does it feel good? Does it make me happy?" And those are truly his new criteria, for him to make a decision anymore. So what are you holding on to that's holding you back? Because current environment is the Ten of Wands, a heavy burden. What do you need to let go of? What are you holding on to that you need to let go of? Because that Four of Pentacles and that Ten of Cups is definitely, or that Ten of Wands is about that. How other people see you is the Seven of Cups. Sometimes that's, somebody with a lot of options and choices. But, if this person's really looking, there's one cup that's blocking his path. Are you looking? Because we feel like you're just like one notch off from having everything you desire. As you figure out what this burden is, it's going to really open up the floodgates to that personal wish fulfillment, the enlightenment. So try to see it from a higher perspective. The outcome is the Ten of Pentacles. So that family legacy energy that we're all looking for. We get the Empress. So Emperor, Empress today. The Five of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is definitely about doing the work. And we feel like you've been doing the work. you've seen what you need to let go of, and now you're going to move forward as just the awareness of what you need to let go of. What's the burden you're carrying today? Because the power is completely all of yours to take that back. And we feel like the next 24 to 48 hours, it's crucial to work on where are your beliefs on what you want, what's holding you back. Are you focused on this person's not here, or are you focused on I love my life and I'm going to live this day like it's the last day I'm going to be here? And because what if it is? What if today is your last day and you sat longing for somebody else? Is that what you're really looking for? So we get a few cards. The first one that came out was the card of in the flow, which is everything flows to me when I am in alignment. Please hold. Upgrade in progress. A pause is needed. Take some time to nurture yourself. Inspired action. When there is nothing else you can do but follow that action, you're being guided by source. And then be confident, smile, shine your light. There's only one you, and be open to receive. Thank you, Source, for the blessings and favors flowing into my life. And do that emotional check-in. How am I feeling? Does this make me feel happy? Does this feel good? Does this feel good? Does it make me happy? Really, those are the criteria for Dave. And when you're doing something, if you're doing it out of burden and duty, it's going to come back because you're going to end up with resentment over that person. So we feel like this is a time to really focus on where is your desire? What are you wanting to bring in? Because Emperor, Empress there, which is definitely about balanced energy within the masculine, feminine, within yourself. And as you know what you desire specifically, you can bring that a lot easier. By just really, she's like cleaning up the desire. You've been putting the foundation down. Sometimes we don't even realize there's like little things like today, Dave and I were talking. I made biscuits and gravy for breakfast, and we were talking, and he has a family belief of you want something that sticks to the ribs. And I'm like, I don't want nothing sticking to my ribs. I want a new saying from that. So just that's an old belief. He's like, oh yeah, family belief. So like something he doesn't even realize is that simple can make such a huge difference. So we are going to take a drink. And then we are going to get into some readings. Hi, Elin. How are you doing today? Hi, AG. We are doing well. We were going to do a little video earlier, and then I didn't have sound. And so we're trying again. So, Elin, what's your question of the day? So he's like, what is your question? We're just going to shuffle them up a little bit while we're waiting. So, Elin, how are you doing? Are you feeling better? How's your back? So he's like, how's your back? Oh, good. And will doing the coaching allow you more time, more flexibility? Sometimes we have to just sit in the chair at a regular job and like, hi, Caitlin. How are you doing? Elin, we are going to get some cards for you. So you said we were just getting good and shuffled. Getting good and shuffled to start with. So we are going to find out about your business. Elin, you get the cards of the world, and then the thinking woman, and then the goddess of the moon. I would would write down how you would like it, how you're wanting to manifest it, like how you would like it to go. Where would you like to be in a year from now with your business? Because we're getting ready to have the new moon in Scorpio, and Scorpio is all about transformation. So, and the world is a brand new beginning. So I would sit and I would focus on it. I would meditate and get in good vibration and be happy and work on focusing on it. And then like I would do that on the new moon. I feel like that's coming this weekend. We were out this morning. It was just getting smaller. So I feel like this weekend, and Elin 11:11, Celia says, do it on Saturday. Apparently. Is Saturday 11? I feel like that may be the case. Look, she's going to make me look. Yes, Saturday. Like, write how you would like, because you can like super manifest it. Sort of personal healing and happiness. So that does seem pretty positive there, Elin. And we feel like that's going to give, like, I had an arm injury. I did therapy, and I was working and I was still having all this pain and stuff with my arm. And then you know what happened? I stopped doing it for a little bit. And you know what? I don't have any pain in my arm at all now. So maybe sometimes, that change is to give your back the opportunity to heal. Because then when I went back and did therapy, I had no problem with my arm at all. And prior to that, it had bothered me for years and years. So it made a big difference. So she said, we're going to get you. The Six of Swords is about moving into calmer water. The Page of Wands is about taking new inspired action. The Six of Cups, like joyful energy from the past, like that childlike enthusiasm, like have that, excitement about it, of really like, how can I be stable and have the most fun with it? There may be a little bit of confusion, but always try to look on the brighter side of things, because we feel like it's definitely going to be a new opportunity, and you're definitely going to move forward with it, with the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Wands, which is about inspired action in the physical. Write it down. She's like, write it down. That moon energy is super powerful this weekend. We feel like we're definitely, she said we've been in a portal since 11/1, the 111 to 11/11. As an amplifier. And then I was listening to somebody else, and they were saying on 11/11, Venus moves into Libra, and that's a portal until 11, I think 24. So very strong manifesting energy with that Venus energy out there. So AG, can we get your question? How are you doing? And Elin, the sun was left there on the top. So, what is Sonal feeling about me? You're welcome, Elin. It's been a while since we have seen you, so we are glad to do reading. We're going to try to get back to doing more regular lives. AG, this is for you. How's the meditation been going, Celia says? Well, Elin, we're trying to be back daily. we took a little vacation, but now we're back. And AG, you get the card of door to romance. But that heart is in a cage, so I feel like that feeling is there, and you get the door to value, and you get the card of contract and the door to spirit. So definitely a doorway path opening for you, AG, with, you know, 3 of the 4 cards are about a door. So a new opportunity coming towards you. We feel with Sonal, we feel like as you're in a lower vibration and not in back, as you're not in the highest vibration. She said we could say that better. So as you're not in the highest vibration, you can't attract what you're looking for. As you find your value through your connection to source, it's going to come back around to you. With the man holding the heart, the heart's free from the cage to be offered. So AG, what is blocking you from love? Where is your fear of commitment? Where are you blocking your value in this? Because, you know, I for a while was attracting people that were not emotionally available. And you know what? That was not any of their fault. It was literally where my vibration was with commitment. So Celia says, take a look at where your vibration is with commitment right now. Because you get the Knight of Wands, which can be like that in and out energy. And we feel like Sonal has that energy. Like she has feelings for you, but then she's wishy-washy. But we feel like there's going to be a new opportunity coming towards you. As you know your value. So it's like, as you know your value, you got to free your heart. You have to free your heart by knowing your value. Like that's literally... Yeah, 3 of the 4 cards you got are about like a door, a new opportunity coming towards you. And then you get the Empress in the World, which is definitely about manifesting this brand new opportunity. And the Judgment on the bottom. Like, we know your value. She's like, that one right in the center is like super important about knowing your value. Because like here, the heart's in the cage. Here, he's holding it. He's ready to offer it. So where are you holding yourself back from that commitment? Because you know what? When I was not having commitment, it was all about me. Everything you see with anybody else is always a reflection of how you feel about it. Like if somebody's doing something you don't like, you need to take a moment and say, okay, where do I have this in me that I don't like? Because if I don't like it in them, I don't like it in me either. So I don't know. And she said, we're going to get you a Celia card for that. You get the card of the emotional check-in, which is place your hand on your heart and see how you feel. And the card of sun activation. And the bottom of the deck is reciprocity. I am open to give and receive. Are you, where is your personal value? We feel like that's part of your contract to heal. People reflect at you how your energy is. If your energy is high vibe, if they're coming at you, they have to be high vibe too. So if you don't find a lot of value in yourself, that person isn't going to either. Like the more confident you are, the more attractive you are. I mean, it just puts off a different energy about you when you're in that like confident, high vibe energy, when you're meditating and connected and you feel that flow and the bliss, super, super knowing your value. But like 3 of the 4 cards here had the card of doors. So it's saying this is the door of opportunity. This is like a gateway for you to make a huge change. Like by how do you value yourself? How do you love yourself? Yeah, how do you love yourself? Um, so hi Liz, how are you doing? So anyone that's here, please just drop a comment. Hi Jester. Liz, may I get a card to know more about myself? Sure. I am doing well. How are you doing? We and AG, Celia says here's a good little mantra. Deep down, I truly love myself. Like that self-love, like me and Dave have been honestly working on our mission just like we always are. And sometimes it's a little rougher than others. And then late the last few days, Dave's really been working on his energy. So when we did something today, it was like so easy. And I'm like, see the difference of what it is when you're doing your self-love, how easy the other work flows by doing that. So we're encouraging you to increase your self-love. So, Liz, we are going to get what you need to know about yourself. Liz, you get the card of Treasure Island. So we feel like as you have been doing the work, you know what happened? Saturn just came out of retrograde on the 4th. And you know what? No, love yourself. It's deep down. I truly love myself because as you love yourself and don't need the validation from somebody else, it can come from them so much easier. If you're focusing your value based on her love, you're setting yourself up for failure completely. So, Liz, anyway, so he says, with that, the Treasure Island, Saturn gives you a gifty for it coming out. Yes, November 4th. You know what happens if you've been doing the work, Saturn gives you a gift. I feel like that's the Treasure Island you're getting for going on this journey. And then the bottom of the deck is the Observer. So just be patient. It's going to come. We feel like and Dave and I were literally just talking about Saturn today, about that, going direct and doing the work. So, hi, Divine Empathic Tarot. How are you? So he says, we've caught a few of your little, your shorts or videos. There goes my tablet. So, for Liz, you get the Ace of Cups. We feel like you have been filling your cup up. The next card is the Temperance card. So finding your balance. So, Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Liz, keep doing what you're doing. The bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords, which is about making the choice. But in this card, she has that. And I feel like you're making the choice to get more connected. Where is Sag in your chart? Are you meditating? Yeah, and are you going out in the moonlight? Like, second house Sag. Well, second house is about the things you value. So finding balance in really strong message for you, Liz. Are you filling up your own cup? because you can't pour from an empty cup. So make sure you're really doing that, spending time by the water. And you get the card of change your focus on the things that you do want. You get the card of transformation and progress. You are undergoing major changes. Be easy on yourself. Get lots of rest and drink extra water. And Liz, be open to receive. Thank you, Source, for the blessings and favor flowing into my life. Do you sit where you can see the moonlight? Because a lot of times I go out and I look at the stars and work on reclaiming parts. Oh, then definitely the moon, because the moon is the feminine energy. She's like, definitely you manifest by your feminine energy. So everything I desire flows to me when I am in alignment. So just know that it's funny. I was freezing cold a while ago, and I had Dave start the fireplace, and now I'm burning up. So it's just like, okay. So definitely keep working on it. That's going to help your balance as you're doing that. Like, fill up your own cup. She's like, we can't say that enough. With that card, you having it twice. Fill up your own cup. The better and higher vibration you are, the easier everything is gonna come. You are very welcome, Liz. And really, Celia says, try to sit with like in the moonlight and look at the moon and the stars, even if you don't go out in them. Try to spend some time out in them. Because that is the feminine energy in the moonlight. So he says we are gonna, anyone that's here, please just drop a comment so we know you're here. Hi, Cat Goddess. How are you? My family legacy. Love messages. We are doing well. So messages from your special person for my family legacy. Okay, the first card that wanted to jump out is the card of soulmates. You also get the card of the never-ending story. And then clean it up. What is your expectation of this other person. Yeah, and you get the regeneration card. So if things aren't going well right now, no, they will. Things are going to change. Things are going to change. But yeah, you have like the never ending story, which for me, a lot of times with that soulmate card can be like twin flame energy, or like past life, we'll get a couple of tarot for you. Well, I'll just say I am a twin flame, and I read a lot of twin flame, and we attract a lot of that energy. Are you and your person not in are you in communication? Because we get the Seven of Swords, which can be like walking away from those thoughts that aren't serving you. The Six of Cups, which is like somebody coming back around, which like this we feel like could be like letting go of some toxic energy. And then you get the Wheel, which is coming back around. And the King of Swords is very clear on what he wants. And the Knight of Wands is kind of fast action forward. So if you're not in contact with this person, or it's not where you want it to be, change your thoughts, because like your thoughts are the only thing that's blocking you from it going forward. Oh yeah. Anything that's happened in the past, like any other like any like negative relationships you've had, or anything like that's come up, like if there was cheating, or if there was anything that's not of the positive, you have to decide to, I want to let those go, and I want to replace it with, where do you want to go? Yes. Stop focusing on them. They don't matter. Like literally, don't get him. Like the more you focus on those exes, the more he's going to focus on them, and the more energy of whatever happened with them you're going to pull into your relationship. So I would not focus on them at all. Like turn it to a new cycle. Like focus on, where do you want to go? So he's like, where do you want to go? We would write a story. She's really good about that. Write a story. What do you want to manifest? And you get the card of the moon activation, which is spend some time under the moonlight. And that's a great time to manifest. You get the card of teacher wisdom, which is you are a light worker here to share the gifts of your journey. Be in the now. I mean, what's worked for you? Like be the teacher to him. What has worked for you? And then totally be in the now. Yes, the now, which is direct your focus. And it's all about the family karma, yours and his. And if you're twins, you're going to mirror that. So whatever he has, you need to look at you and say, okay, where do I have this? What am I holding on to about my exes that I haven't let go of? Because if he's got it, you got it. Just saying, from daily experience, and the underlying energy is divine timing. It's all going to work out. Like focus on being happy. Like the best thing you can do is just like focus on being happy in the now. You might not talk about them, but you're thinking about them. She's like, you're definitely thinking about them. Change where your focus is. Like direct your focus. I am so grateful that I am in this amazing relationship now. Like if you think about them, it shoots that energy. They're still like, it's still in your thoughts. Okay. She said, we're not gonna argue. Have a good day. Thank you. So anyone else that's here, please just drop a comment. I have my chat bigger, so only a few things are on my chat window. So Sky blessings. How are you? Oh, Cat Goddess. What can you expect in the near future? And we get the card of why. So that's a really important thing of Why do you want something? What are you trying to manifest? What are you like, by knowing the why of what you're trying to manifest makes it come really like simple. You get the card of serendipity, so you maybe getting signs of it, and then you get the all that glitters card, which is a big pile of gold, and the card of loyal heart. So are you trying to manifest love? Your love. Yeah. Are you trying to manifest love? Get the strength card, crossed by the tower with the Empress, the Eight of Wands, and the Six of maybe. Well, if that's what you're looking for, somebody that's on your spiritual path, it's going to happen really like quickly, because you have been working on it. You're going to have some communication with somebody, and it may go rather quickly. Somebody that's definitely on your path, somebody that's on their spiritual path. You've definitely manifested it, but like 3 in a row were major. So something kind of we feel destined for you in the right time, the serendipity. And if you're trying to manifest love, have you wrote your list? What's your why of that? Why do you want somebody on your spiritual path? So I can have growth and development with that person. So, we're always growing and evolving and changing together, because through time with somebody, that's definitely what happens. There's definitely lots of change. We feel like that's maybe a little bit of a different message than you've been getting, Cat Goddess. I feel like ancestor. Ancestor person still's like, don't forget me over here. So are you connected with them? They want to connect with you. And Sky Blessing, did you have a question or just a general? And the High Priestess is about gaining that inner knowledge, doing that meditation, Liz, connecting with your higher self. Are you connected with your guide? Are you connected with your angels? Are you, it's like that meditation's going to do you wonders. The more you do the more that you can get that connection. Thank you, Dave. The energy just feels really strong. Hi, Kathy. How are you doing today? Do you have a question? Oh. Part of the awakening ascension symptoms. Yeah, like just it's part of the awakening. Like I sleep with a fan on, so sometimes I don't but we feel like, Kathy, it's just part of your just part of the awakening journey. You get the cards of mending, You get the card of new life and truth be told. Kathy, do you have someone? Yeah, I do the fan like so. It like, yes, I've done that for years. And no place like home. Do you have somebody that's recently, somebody that's passed, that's went in, we feel transition into something new? Or are you ready to transition into something new? We're gonna get some tarot for you. Is this like a family like lineage house? Because I keep seeing the no place like home. It's like calling me back. Like, was this his house? Is he related to that? And the tarot you get are the Knight of Wands and the Empress. So we feel like, is this happening and then not happening? And you try to show somebody else and it's not happening. I feel like there's definitely like somebody's trying to connect with you, somebody connected to like the house, like no place like home. Like, so not the house, then your lineage. Like somebody's trying to open you up to something, open you up like that heart chakra that is open. Like somebody's trying to open you up to something new. And it's going to come in really quickly and it's going to bring a lot of stability to you. But we feel like you're, yeah. Somebody's just trying to communicate with you. Like we feel like it's like, have you tried to show, I'm like, have you tried to show somebody? I remember when like that was happening for me and I would try to show somebody. Yeah. Somebody's trying to talk to you. For one, you can do the really clear, easy thing and say, if this is if this communication is for my highest and greatest good, I am open for the communication. And you can like clear the energy. If there's any energy here that's not here for my highest and greatest good, I ask you to leave and give them that energy the opportunity to leave. If it doesn't, then I say, source, I ask you to clear the energy in this room, in our property, on, wherever it is, like wherever we are. Like put a boundary up. Like you can block that if you want. Like, but we feel like you in a way you're manifesting. Are you trying to we feel like you're trying to manifest a new life, and in it, that energy is trying to come back around, but we feel like it's about you having a boundary. And try the fan, really, honestly. But, and clear your space. Like at night before we go to bed, sometimes Dave will be like, can you do that thing? And he knows I'll clear the space. I'm like, and I call in Archangel Michael and ask him to, protect me while I'm sleeping. There ain't no shame in my game. I get energy projected at me all the time. So I can feel it and I know enough to block it. It's the veil is thin. People are not in the physical, but they are not gone. Like you leave the physical, you leave this body, but you still have complete access here, just not in a physical form anymore. So like since my dad's passed, I like crave iced tea. But when my mom's around, she rings them chimes out back like nobody's business. She's been gone for 20 years, so she's got a lot more force with it, I feel. So she can do it easier. But I feel like this is trying to open you up to something. And if this is maybe trying to connect you to your lineage, because it's time to go and buy the book, which is definitely about, I have my elephant wind chime out back too for my daughter. So definitely about, that family lineage. Kathy, is there a reason how do you feel about being a seer? Because it's definitely part of your new life. She's like, it's definitely part of that. And is there a reason that like are you resistant to it? What has you blocked? Why do you know? I just see that Seven of Wands, which is kind of like a boundary. Yeah. Definitely need to open it up. Yeah. And make sure you're doing protection stuff. Like I burned sage before here's my sage. I was burning before we started. Like, here's my sage. Like, I clear my space. I call in the archangels. Make sure I'm protected. A lot of times I have my crystals around me. Like, yes, definitely no reason to be fearful about it. Like, and just as long as you're making sure you're being protected, then you really don't have to. So he says we're going to get you one of her cards. Kathy, you know what I do sometimes? I go out and I sit under the moonlight and I meditate and I'll look at the stars. And sometimes I get like I'm pulled to like one star. I get like that energy of that. And I say that because you get the card of the star activation, which is the stars are activating you at this time. Reclaim that fragment of yourself, whatever fragment, and that's what I say, I have done it, told Dave, okay, I'm going to meditate. And I said, I'll be back. And like, I went and I came back and I'm like, okay, I went and I got my confidence back. That I claimed that part of me. And it's trying to get you to reclaim a part of yourself right now. It's going to bring in a lot of abundance when you are doing that. Yeah, ask what they're wanting. Like literally ask what is your communication that's hard for the highest and greatest good. I'm very specific. I only want communication that's for my highest and greatest good. Make sure you're filling up your cup. You can't pour from an empty cup. And then the card to write it down. So what do you want to manifest? Write it down. Like if you want it to be, in a certain way, you can say, oh, I feel like you're really sensitive to energy, so you can, and the veil's really thin at this time of the year. So I feel like, we can definitely hear more of that. And it's a thought form. It's literally just, they say every thought's already been thought. So it's all frequency out there. You can just hear it in the background sometimes, but try the fan. She's like, try the fan and try the reclaiming that part of yourself and see if it doesn't help. And anyone that's here, please just drop a comment and we will get to you next. Check it on my daughter. Much love to you. It is a wave because Dave is big wave sound therapy. It's a big wave in glass. I'm in Dave's sound studio. He's working, so I try to work in the other part of the house. So I'm working in the sound studio today. So Divine Empathic Tarot, would you do you have a question? Yes, we went. It's funny. We went to see my daughter, and they were there. We saw it, and Dave didn't get it, and then he just thought about it, and just had to go back. And I'm like, just go get the dang wave already. Like, I'm like, you're worth it. Go get it. I mean, it is the name of his sound therapy. It is the name of his sound therapy. So we try to go with that. So yeah. So he says, do you have a question? Celia says, absolutely. We're gonna a change in the wind for you and loyal heart. So what's going on in love? Okay, you get the cards of the Ten of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Pentacles. What are we letting go of? Something that was not serving you, that you see as a lack, but it's definitely not. So she said that's past. So we're going future. Are you looking for something better than that? Like, are you ready for the loyal heart? Like that person's a mirror to that. Like, are you ready? Because then it's the between worlds. So are you ready for that new, are you ready for the new cycle? Because you get the Six of Swords, which is definitely moving forward. The Four of Cups, you're going to get that gift. Saturn just came out of retrograde. It's really good about giving you a gifty. And you get the Wheel of Fortune, which is about, and the Seven of Cups was on the bottom and it still is. So it's a choice that you get to make. Sometimes you think, oh, do you think you have to have one or the other, love or money? You don't think you can, do you not think you can have both? Because you can have it all. Celia says, you can have the whole, like the Wheel of Fortune, you can have it all. Yeah, he's coming. That gift is coming. A divine gift for you. Just wait. In the physical, manifesting, and we feel like soon because maybe Sag time. Are you ready now? Because we feel like by inspired action, it's going to happen. Like when you get the inspiration, like to go somewhere, like you get invited to a party and you're like, I don't know. I feel like I should go, but I don't know why I want to go or something. Like, and do some crystal healing. I feel like you do crystals, and the moon activation. But we feel like that's like change is coming. We feel like she's like Sag time. Like she's like Sag. And someone that's on the path. You have manifested it. For me, sometimes with this devil card, it's about somebody with a lot of passion, or it could be about putting down the toxic energy of the past and having a brand new beginning. You've had the strength to overcome it and pull this in something very committed. Yes, you want definitely that spiritual connection. She's like, that's definitely, like how Dave was on my list, somebody on their awakening journey. Like that's on my list, somebody that's on their journey, somebody that, working their path. You have a counterpart, dear. They're on the way. You have been doing the work. Like that's what I did. As soon as I did the work and okay, here's a question. How do you feel about marriage? I feel a little squishy face. I feel like she's like, she just put what my thing was, like popped in my head, which was I did a focus wheel about a commitment, like what I wanted in a commitment. Like, the focus wheel, you write at the top where you are, in the middle of that, you write where you want to be. I wanted to be in a committed relationship. And I had to work on that, like, and then within a week, I started talking to Dave, honestly, after I did that commitment, that thing about commitment. It's because, like, if you're attracting somebody that's not emotionally ready, it's where do you have that in you? So, like, that literally was the tipping point. So, try a focus wheel. And on those, it's just like general statements to get on. Being in a relationship is fun. I enjoy, having somebody, in my life that is involved and interested in the things I am. I'm glad I have somebody that's doing the spiritual growth with me. Yeah, totally. But like if I wrote my list and then the last thing I did was that focus wheel and then I brought Dave in, and Sag time is literally like around the corner. Like around the corner. We're like in Scorpio season next to Sag. So um if you get invited to a party or to do something, or you're home and you decide, oh, I want to run to the store for something, just randomly do it. Like, do follow that inspired action. Like sometimes I'm sitting here and I'm like, last night we went to the store and I'm like, give me a lottery ticket. We won $4. We didn't, we spent two, we won four, we doubled our money. But eventually, I'm still hopeful. Just like everybody else. So I'm optimistic. So but like follow that impulse of that. So hope that helps. He is right there around the corner. And like we told Corinne, are you seeing couples around you? Are you seeing more people that are in relationship around you? You see it in your environment before you see it in your physical. So are you seeing that in your current environment? Yeah. And as you do, say thank you and be like, thank you for showing me it's on the way to me. I know if I'm seeing it, I'm close to manifesting it. That's the truth. Like as you do it, just like affirm, yep, I know it's on the way. So, and we are at the 11/11 portal coming up. Venus is moving into Libra, which is about relationships. Super important time right there. You're welcome. Have a wonderful day. And we have done an hour, so I think I'm going to take a break and I will be back in just a little while. I hope everyone has a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.